Hey, IN4MATION!
What do you want to know?
We've got the information.
Hey, IN4MATION! Today we're going to be talking about how to get on the teacher's good side! Okay, what's the tip you guys have for that?
Definitely don't talk when they're talking, because it's really disrespectful.
Yeah.
And kind of annoying to other people too, not just the teacher.
Seriously, I've been a person annoyed by people talking, but I've also been a person that has been talking when the teacher's talking. But like, yeah, I feel like always look around, always read the room, always read the room.
Yeah.
I feel like a tip I have is I don't know, I just get complimented on this a lot, so I just like do it a lot. But I nod whenever like a teacher is talking to like signal to them. It's like, hey, I'm focused, I'm listening, I know you're talking about Queen. Like, I don't know, I just feel like being attentive like that is very like,
It just lets them know that you're focused.
yeah. And
I kind of do that when I'm like sketching too, because sometimes I need to have my hands busy, so
Yeah.
I'm drawing during class, but if I like am like nodding while I'm looking at my stuff, they know that I'm still listening.
Right, exactly. It's just like letting them know like, hey, you are heard. And I'm like, I'm focused, but I'm also doing something else, but you are important too. Like, you have a tip, Honey?
Yeah, I think participation is a really good one because that shows teachers that you care.
I just, whenever I participate, I'm usually wrong, like if it's a question, but I feel like sometimes people need to make those mistakes.
That's true.
Because like I look like sometimes people are like, I was gonna ask the same question. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's okay to ask dumb questions sometimes, because like those questions are usually what other people are asking in their mind too.
And teachers are paid to answer your questions.
Exactly.
Girl.
What's another good like tip?
What about for like your like not favorite teachers? Those classes are like you find them boring or like not interesting. Like how do you try and stay focused in those classes?
I usually surround myself with my friends or make new friends. But like if that's not an option, I will probably just listen to music the whole time. But sometimes teachers are really like, they're picky on that subject for sure. But I feel like usually if you like explain your situation to them, they'll like let you be. But like if not, doodle.
Also, pretend that the teacher is having a conversation with you because it feels less like a lecture and more like just a chat.
Right.
And with like your not favorite teachers, if they're like talking to you, being really polite helps because then they're on your good side.
Yes.
Like I do this with teachers that I don't love. I'm like, you know, still very polite to them most of the time. And like, they like me.
Yeah. It's like being professional, I guess. Like, yeah. Having like that attitude of like, we're talking, we're normal, we're chill. It's like, that will set the atmosphere.
Also, just asking like simple small talk, like how's your weekend, how's your day,
Like
have
a good
lunch.
checkup.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like not even asking, just being like, oh, have a good weekend or have a good day.
Yeah. Just a little chit chat, you know.
Let them know you're nice.
Yeah.
And if there's a class that you like really like getting to know your teachers better, like I fully did this with Miss Crawford because art is my favorite class, period. So I like, you know, I have conversations with Miss Crawford and like ask her questions during class and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. I do that too in Mr. Lauda's class because originally, like Mr. Lauda and I, BFFs, I love Mr. Lauda, but originally in like English, I'm like a good English student. It's just it gets a little boring, and I'm not a good reader because I don't really like to read. I'm more of an audiobooks person, but when we were in like Lord of the Flies, I just remember like wasn't really interested in it, so I was just like chit-chatting with Lauda, and like that started like creating our bond, I guess. And then like also from that, I low-key learned about Lord of the Flies because he was trying to like connect it with me, if that makes sense. And that's a good way to learn. That's a good way to learn.
Yeah. Also, I feel like telling teachers about your life helps them like have a good bond with you.
Yeah, it's like kind of a personal connection. Yeah.
It's like having a work friend that you talk to.
Exactly. And I feel like when you talk about your kind of personal life, it like kind of gives them a sense of like who you are as a person, and that also sets the vibe. Because like I established that I work at a restaurant up front, like to most of my teachers, and they're like, he's working all the time, and also that gives me an excuse for late assignments sometimes. But yeah, I feel like that helps a lot, just like describing what you do outside of school, just being like,
and just like telling news about yourself. It doesn't have to be so big if you don't want to get like too personal. It can just be like, oh, I got a new puppy.
Right, exactly. And then like pet photos, or like, oh my god, that's so cute. Like,
And just like asking them about their weekend, and then, you know, if you have the opportunity to talk about your weekend kind of stuff, or like if they ask you about your weekend, like, you know, tell them a little bit about it, even if you did nothing. You just stayed home. You can be like, oh yeah, I just stayed home, I got to relax.
Yeah, so to kind of summarize, like, just be a normal human being. Just like keep it chill, keep it professional, keep it friendly and polite. And I think that's all of our tips. Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
That's the information. Now you know.